It's Friday, March 20th, and the time for your Barbados Today morning news update. The abrupt end of the Hillary term creates uncertainty among teachers about when schools will reopen and what format will be used to teach when that time comes. But President of the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union, Mary Redmond, says the representative body is willing to sit with education officials to chart the way forward amid concerns by members over COVID-19. She explained that as government maneuvers through uncharted territory with the pandemic, teachers are hoping for decision-making in the interest of their safety and that of students and ancillary staff.
We stand ready to meet with the ministry officials to see how best we can all move forward. But to do this after our members have had their rest, and to do this in the context to move forward, I should say, more specifically, in a context of physical safety and mental comfort and ease that, we have not been feeling recently, or we do not feel in relation to this COVID-19.
Prime Minister Mia Mottley tells the public to be on the lookout for banditry. It comes on the heels of reports of persons calling residents purporting to be Health and Wellness Minister Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Bostic and other officials from his ministry to collect monetary donations to assist people affected by COVID-19. The Prime Minister made the call at yesterday's press conference, where she announced that the country had recorded 3 new cases of the dreaded virus.
The police have to help us keep law and order, and against that background, I want to warn people of people who are trying to be fraudulent and pretend to be ministers asking for money, as one tried to do with pretending to be Minister Bostic this morning, calling around asking for supplies. Trust me, if the government is asking for anything, you will know and it will come officially. But do not allow banditry to intrude into the affairs of this country at this time when we need people just to be safe, to be disciplined, and to get through this period. I am satisfied that we will get through it, and we will get through it well.
Meantime, the Prime Minister disclosed that a day of prayer will be held on Sunday at the request of the nation's clerics.
I'd like to advise that we are going to agree that on Sunday there ought to be a day of prayer for the whole nation as we embark on this new uncharted territory. And I think that it doesn't necessarily mean that people have to go to church in the same way, but wherever we are in Barbados, and they will announce those arrangements themselves or through the Minister of Ecclesiastical Affairs, wherever we are, we will have that Sunday as a day of prayer, because we know that for the past 300 years, the Lord has been our people's guide, with him still on the people's side. We have no doubts nor fears.
2 Barbadian students opt to remain thousands of miles away from home amid the COVID-19 pandemic. When Ryan Rock and Doriel Quinton left Barbados on government scholarships for South Korea, they never envisioned being trapped in the midst of an international health crisis. But Rock told our Kareem Smith via Skype he believes the best option for him at this time was to stay put, as any attempt to get to Barbados would put him at risk.
When I sat and thought about it, for me the best place to be was here. Because in the event I tried to get home, I would have opened up myself to the risk of catching the disease on my way to getting home. Because between Daegu and the international airport in Incheon, that's near Seoul, it's about 5 hours by bus, 2 hours by the fastest train. So there have been many people there, and I can't control the situation that I will be in. So the risk of exposure would have been greater trying to get home. And also, where countries have started to quarantine people who would have been coming from Korea, the transit ports to get to Barbados are Canada, US, or England. So most likely in either of these 3 countries that have been quarantined. So it didn't really make sense to try to rush home.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's
It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for Crop Over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kadooman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
To news from our region, the Bahamas government imposes a curfew, while businesses with limited exceptions have been called upon to suspend their operations for an 11-day period as the country rolled out more measures to deal with COVID-19. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis told a press conference that the new orders, which go into effect from Friday, are designed to save lives.
A curfew is hereby imposed, extending each night from 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. with such exception as may approved by the Commissioner of Police. This curfew would commence at 9 p.m. tomorrow. And already the Commissioner of Police has exempted those trucks and personnel, tankers and vehicles that are responsible or working with our gas stations and gas facilities. We will end the curfew after consultation with medical personnel. I stress that these are temporary measures. It is critical that we work together to fight this threat.
And finally, the coronavirus has killed more people in Italy than any other country, even more than in China, where the virus originated last year. More in this report from Reuters TV.
The death toll from the coronavirus in Italy on Thursday overtook that of China, where the virus first emerged, making Italy's outbreak the deadliest in the world and now the epicenter of the pandemic, as hospitals said they were being overwhelmed and the government prepared to prolong emergency lockdown measures.
Sono ancora Daniela da Milano.
One nurse at a hospital in Milan told Reuters on Thursday that the virus had pushed health workers to their limit.
Lavoriamo tutti.
We're working in a state of very high stress and tension. Psychological tension has gone through the roof. Unfortunately, we can't contain the situation in Lombardy. There's a high level of contagion, and we're not even counting the dead anymore.
Lombardy, the heavily populated area around the financial capital of Milan, has been Italy's worst affected region.
That's news. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.